Hello, I'm Jesse Lane, and today's lesson is about melodic lines for improvisation, specifically example 4 from the worksheet. So let's dive right in. This is our first progression of this series so far that uses more than one chord. So the chords that are used are an isolated 2-5, or in other words, a Dorian 1 minor, and then 4 a minor 7th, and then 4 dominant 7th. That's the, everybody knows that progression from many different things. Easy way to play it, honestly, just bar and roll across. And it's nice because you actually get your minor 7th, obviously not plucking that C on this time around. G, F, B flat, D. If you want to really isolate it, you can do that. And then this is a C7 suspended with also a 9th in there. So C9 sus4. Could be this too. Your standard C7th shape there. Okay. So what we have in the line itself is something pretty interesting. We have two measures over the G that are relatively vanilla. So you have a Dorian idea. Got some chromaticism, which is nice. So, and then the next set of lines in this line are actually descending triads. Here's the whole line. So definitely some tension going on there. The G minor 7th line, I'll play the whole thing again actually so you can see the fingering. That's an extra. So what we got going on is we got a Dorian idea over the G minor 7. Very typical for this chord progression. Why, you ask? Well, that E has to be there because it's going to be there when you get to that C anyway. So you're not going to want to play a E flat, like a flat 6th, like a natural minor. Yeah, that's not really going to fly. So you're using Dorian. 7, flat 7 of course, 6, 7, 9, root, flat 7, 6, 5, flat 3, 9, sharp, this is flat 9, root, flat 7, 5, this is the flat 6th, but really quickly hidden in there, and then the 6th. Now over the C chord, now remember we're changing chords, so things are different now. This is a 6 over the C, and then 5th, 3rd, root. And I'm going to show you the interesting pattern here. Notice these low notes of these lines. C. Now we get up here B flat triad, A flat triad, G flat triad. What does that make? Well, jazz people, you'll know. C, B flat, A flat, G flat. Whole tone scale, that's right. So I've been hearing a lot of people say whole tone scale for jazz, forget about it, it's no good, don't worry about it, nobody ever used it before, it was a new concept from Berkeley or whatever. Disagree with all that. So the whole tone scale can be used tastefully. You don't have to use it in that kind of junk line, you know. I mean, that's obvious, that's showing, hey, look at me, I know the whole tone scale. There's subtle ways to put in colorful ideas. And you just have to think and use your ear. That's a big thing people forget, is that they don't actually like what they're playing necessarily. They don't really have any kind of draw to that sound with their ear. It's just they think they need to throw in an exotic scale or some kind of inside sound. But that part you can forget about. You can really start to think about using your ear. And if your ear is telling you to use that particular sound, which is how I came up with this line, then do that. So we're going to listen to it now, and we'll prove what my point is. This is the G minor 7th to C 7th sound. Notice the picking. Okay, so like I said, notice the picking. When you do those descending triads, you're going to have down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up. The reverse would be true if you're going the other way. So that's a good use of economy picking. It's also a good use of descending in whole steps over a dominant seventh chord with some kind of pattern. It doesn't have to be that triad thing that I was doing. I just happened to like that. I thought it worked with what I was doing and what I heard at the time. But you can do other things. You can do patterns of notes, such as all that I was doing there. C, D, E, F. I'm sorry, C, D, E, F sharp, B, C, D, E. That is another example of how to use a whole tone pattern in a way that doesn't just sound like you're playing whole tone. Another trick for that is to not overuse that sound. In a solo, you might use it once. Every other song, maybe, if you really are feeling adventurous. But it is a sound that if you use it too much in a very pattern-based fashion, it will be detected and people will start to hear it, especially people who play. So, like I said, don't be afraid of it, but use your ear to tell you when to use that sound. So start using those concepts, have fun, and until next time.